Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some space here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Brady now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Henry up the middle. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry for Henry to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Noah Gray, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run with it.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Hey, ball 66.
After the sack on first down, Brady. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll set up a throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I still expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
50.
Now Brady. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Touchdown, Carolina. Mark Andrews, 32 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Well, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On play action, now Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown! A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 18 now. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 93 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. First down, and they go with Swift again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, it's Brady. Steps away toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. On first and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Brady. Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. And oh, he coughed it up. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Room here to run. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 148 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's Brady to throw. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Brady.
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a throw right sideline is complete. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw again. Runs over it.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Touchdown, Falcons. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The partner that